She gives you a front row seat to the world. Let's welcome Darley Newman, host and producer of the Emmy-nominated PBS show Travels with Darley, who is in town shooting new episodes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're shooting your 11th season.
I know. We've done a lot of episodes now.
That's a lot of mileage that you've racked up.
You know, it's so funny because I flew down on Delta and they came over and said hello to me on the flight, and I was like, yep, I fly a lot.
Yeah. How many miles do you think that is?
A lot of miles.
It
a lot
is.
of miles.
But you go all over the planet, which I find so fascinating. If you can, you should see the world, but you get to see it up close and personal. You're actually coming back to Charleston, which is your old stomping ground.
You know, I love South Carolina. This is my home state, so coming back is coming home. Yeah. And there's so much rich history here. The food is amazing. It's beautiful in Charleston. What can you say?
It certainly is, and so much history here. You know, we were just talking about how much history there is in the world, obviously, but right here in Charleston is a hotbed for it. Tell us a bit more about what this season has in store.
I'm really excited. So we're kicking off almost a sub-series of Travels with Darley. It's called Revolutionary Road Trips. And 2026 is the 250th anniversary of America. So we're going to be involved with the commemorations, creating this content that charts sites related to the American Revolution. And it's a part of history that's really important. We're looking at those untold stories that maybe you don't know about that took place, and really also the characters involved, and really bringing that history to life, which I think is so important for us all to learn.
Yeah, and I love that you bring that up, because it's not just the buildings that you see, it's not just some of those landmarks, but it is the people, because it's those personal stories that you find out they created this country. You know, they put their signature on the Constitution. I mean, it just goes so far and beyond what meets the eye. Well,
and there's so many sites in South Carolina. There's the Liberty Trail, which is charting all these battlefields, but there's more than battlefields. There's historic churches, and you know, they were going to the American College of Building Arts this morning and learning about how buildings are preserved and why it's important to preserve this history. So there's a lot that goes into it.
And you know, for people who move to South Carolina, who move to Charleston in particular, it is incumbent upon them to preserve that history. And when you're mentioning about the preservation aspect of it, you know, it's a job. It's a responsibility.
And it's not just buildings, it's also land. So we're going to be traveling in this episode from Charleston out to Berkeley County, going to Moncks Corner, up to Camden, where there's just a lot of important history that took place. Yeah. But also, like you're saying, the people are so important, and we'll be talking to locals who know the history, and they're very passionate about it. And there's all these different aspects to it. We're going to go out and learn about the marsh tacky horses, and we're going to go to the battlefields at Camden and learn about the soldiers who fell there and what happened. And that's just, I think it's really nice that you can put a context to it when you go to those places and see those sites, and that's what travel is all about.
It certainly is, and I love that you're bringing that to life in this season. So how many episodes do you think this is going to cover?
So we're going to do, over the next 3 years, we're going to do multiple episodes. We're filming in New Jersey, we're filming in Virginia, South Carolina, all along the East Coast for this series, Revolutionary Road Trips. So I'm really excited.
Oh, we've got a lot to look forward to. All right, let's talk about some of your other travels. So it certainly takes you beyond the borders of this country. Where are some of the favorite places that you've ever traveled?
Wow, there's so many great places. So Turkey,
yes.
I was in Istanbul and Cappadocia last fall. Also got to go to Bordeaux and do amazing wine tasting. We were in Quebec and uncovering French history in Quebec and how it has impacted us in America. And I love that you can travel just over the border and feel like you're in Europe. So lots of wonderful places. And Turkey, the hot air ballooning, the history, underground cities, really amazing food. So.
Yeah, Cappadocia is interesting in particular because people have made their homes inside mountains, inside these stone hills that for eons they've been living there.
It's fascinating, and you know, I did the hot air ballooning, which I thought was really unique.
Sounds like so much fun.
And this was my third time filming in Turkey. So I've been there multiple times, and I thought, oh, it's a little bit touristy, but here's the thing about it, like these aspects of travel are popular for a reason. Yeah. So when a lot of people are doing the hot air ballooning or these different things, and you think, oh, I really want to feel like a local, you still can. I did the hot air balloon experience. I was looking down at what you're talking about, these amazing rock formations. I felt like I was maybe in the American West, but then I thought about all the history beneath those rocks and beneath the landscapes, and that's what makes it a really awesome experience.
It really, truly does, and you bring it to life in your show. Make sure, folks, that you watch. Just want to make sure that everybody knows how to tune in to Travels with Darley. You're on PBS, and you're also you're on a few times during the week on different stations.
Yeah, SCE TV has us on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Also Thursdays on the South Carolina channel as well at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And then you can also watch us online. We're streaming on a lot of different Roku and Samsung through Journey.
Perfect.
So
oh, wonderful. And just one last question with about 10 seconds to go. What is one place you haven't been to that you'd love to go to?
Wow, Mongolia.
Mongolia.
I want to ride the horses there.
Yes, good choice, good choice. Thank you so much, Darley. Good to see you here.
Thank you.
We're back after this.